Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time today. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Coming out aggressively. Intercepted in the first drive. In for the pick. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Gives it on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Callow. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. With the catch, it's Cooks. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab on the right. Oh, a lot of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Going for the goal line. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Wildcats. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gives it on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Scanning the field, it's Callow. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Steps away. Got out of trouble and throws. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. App State rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off. And even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. Back to pass, it's Jefferson. Going over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Motion from the back. Pulled, finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The option look. Now the pitch. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And it'll be down right there.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football on that play.
Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Kentucky right back to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Tillman. At the 35, he's loose. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to throw, it's Jefferson. Grab behind the line, it's Tillman. Oh, got enough space, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Got room at the 35. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of them.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged out of the air. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Kentucky going quickly.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. The play-action fake. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air, it's Callum. pocket breaking down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Morales. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. Back to throw. It's Jefferson. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Utah State proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Aggies team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Babers. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense is bringing the heat, another sack. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Kentucky right back to the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Kentucky 49, South Carolina 7.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man, it's Callow. Flips it out on the screen. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Under fire. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They'll run the screen. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the move, it's Tillman. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Touchdown, Wildcats! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He makes the grab. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Rides the back and leaves it. Finding open areas. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flushing, I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
At the 35, he's open. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got him. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Let's it fly. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Henderson. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off-play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll try the right side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Makes one man miss. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Jefferson. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Tillman. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Rushes on him. On the move, he fires. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. But a little time, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's the handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Kentucky going quickly.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Touchdown, Kentucky! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Memphis went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Tigers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
To throw, it's Henderson. Working that left side now. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
You know what? Everybody gets energized in the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And
there he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
To the air, it's Henderson. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through a tackle. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. The hand to the running back. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The give as they work on that clock. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Might as well give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And now on, wait, it's not 4th down, it's 3rd down, and the field goal unit's out there. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean,
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Gonna look downfield again. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Henderson. This time he's got it. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Got his man on the right. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.